This is what it's all about right here, everybody. The Giants have made it to the Super Bowl here in Season 4 of the rebuild. And we're taking on the Cincinnati Bengals today, hoping to accomplish our goal very early in this series. It's Super Bowl Media Day. I haven't actually gone through this scenario yet. Every coach's dream is to hoist the Lombardi Trophy as confetti rains down. What would a win mean to you? Honestly, only the beginning. If we win, of course, we're going to be continuing on with the franchise to hopefully go through a bunch of seasons and see what this team turns into and the full story for so many players. But it's always nice to get that first Super Bowl out of the way. Whereas with the Texans franchise rebuild, it didn't happen until the very, very end. We almost did a rebuild with no Super Bowl. And now we have this team here, the New York Giants, 14-2-1. Just an exceptional team. I love this team we've constructed. And as we go through our season, we had an offense that could pretty much put big points on anybody, and a defense that by the end of the year was playing really, really well. I've been critical of the defense for much of this series because they have been inconsistent. But by the end of the year, they were the model of consistency. 5 games in a row, 17 points allowed. And then we go into the playoffs. We only allow 16 to the Bucs and 17 to Carolina. That's 7 games in a row. Teams have scored 17 or 16. 6 of 7 games. 17's the magic number here. But this Bengals team, they tend to score double that. 35 back against the Jets in the wild card round, 38 against Cleveland, and 42 in the high-flying game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Do they have what it takes to challenge our defense? Joe Burrow's got incredible ability, 4 touchdowns here in this matchup. They've got 3 really, really good receivers, like 89, 90 overall. And did I see this correctly? They did almost... Oh, no, it was Kansas City who did almost all their scoring in the second half. Wow. That's an interesting box score. We're talking 1,000 yards of offense in this game. And the same thing could happen here in the Super Bowl, depending on what they're able to do to our defense. So, obviously, the practice here is going to be really key. We should probably get through that relatively quickly. And it's not a one-dimensional team. They can run as well with Joe Mixon. But here, I really want to take away some of the downfield throws this team can make. I mean, the numbers here say they're a really good downfield passing team. This would take away DB run support, intermediate pass coverage. I want to start out at least trying to take away the big play, because that's how I think teams can break the trend of 17 against us. You got to get big plays. And as far as us on the offensive side now, this team will blitz a lot. 32% of the time they run zone blitzes. So blitz counter isn't a bad idea. On paper, this would seem to be more of a middle-of-the-road defense. I think I want to start here with run inside. We saw last episode when Saquon Barkley has solid blocking up front, it's just game over. That was one of the most dominant rushing performances we've had in a very long time. It wasn't like, the most yards ever, but the fact that very few runs weren't successful made it a very long day for the defense. We got to get through practice first. In the NFC Championship, we missed 2 players. We have a practice squad running back here. Crompton is hurt. But for starters on offense, we're good to go. And on defense, I'm not seeing anything here. So no major injuries, thankfully. Or no injuries keeping players out of the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at the Bengals side of things here. 2 players are out, and they're both on injured reserve. So Gio Tull not going to play today. He's one of their top defensive players, an edge rusher who's a 24-year-old superstar. Here is the top of their roster again, and it's all players who can put points on the board on offense for the most part. We talked a little bit about Joe Burrow. He is now 27 years old, and he's very accurate. Doesn't have the strongest arm, though. So that is definitely going to be an issue. I think they need some big plays against us, but his arm isn't that strong, and we can create pressure. At running back, of course, Joe Mixon's a great player. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase. This is maybe the best trio here in the NFL right now. And then for the offensive line, do they have what it takes to slow us down? I think they're just an okay offensive line. Their best player is left tackle Jonah Williams, and that means Azeez Ojulari on the other side could have an easier matchup this time around. With them missing Gio Tull, Sean Morant, rookie edge rusher, will step up here. And on the other side, there's Trey Hendrickson, who's only a 79 right now. His pass rushing ratings are nothing special. DJ Reader in the middle, so he's their top run stopper. And then at linebacker, Logan Wilson is a really good player. And he's an X factor now in this series. Good tackler, solid speed, okay in coverage, has a little bit of zone ability there. I think we can overwhelm this team. I think the big question is just, can they find a way to move the ball on the defense? And no one's been able to do it for a very long time. Not at the level you need to actually beat us. 7 games in a row, no one scored over 17. That is the number of the day. Here is a look one more time at our New York Giants football team. A team that we have really done a good job with here in just a few off seasons of getting the right quarterback, bringing in number 1 receiver Michael Thomas and a left tackle Teron Armstead. I mean, we've replaced the entire offensive line. 5 brand new starters, really. And I can get Adkins back at right guard. So it will be our starting 5. Jawan Johnson at tight end. And then defensively, there was really a lot to work with. I had to replace some linebackers because the Giants have ignored that position. Other than signing Blake Martinez, but like ever since Michael Boley and Antonio Pierce, they kind of pretended linebacker didn't exist. Well, we addressed that. I think we've done a pretty good job. And I love the secondary and the pass rushers. So let's see if this team has what it takes, everybody. Let's go out and try to win a Super Bowl. And how sweet would it be to win a Super Bowl in Dallas with the Bengals running through the Gatorade? They are hyped up and ready to go. We're running through the Gatorade. How is everybody going to stay hydrated if we do this? That looks like a poker chip. Interesting Super Bowl coin here. I have no idea who won the toss. But we have the 2 best teams in the league this season ready to get this underway. It's the Super Bowl. And we are set to get underway from Dallas. And out of the end zone, we have Gordon Bright getting us started here, and he's taken down after crossing the 20. And here we go with Brian Petrovsky in his 3rd season. He's taken his game to a new level this year. He's now a star dev quarterback. He's playing at an all-pro level. And now we'll see if he can play at a Super Bowl level. In the backfield is Saquon Barkley, the MVP of last episode. And he will get the ball to start the day and is wrapped up pretty quickly. Good play. The defensive line has to win matchups if they want to slow down Barkley. The linebackers can't do it by themselves. Nice plays, though, to start the day. James Lynch on the first one. Logan Wilson on that stop. You go to 3rd and 3, Cincinnati trying to get off the field. Giving the receivers some room, though. Probably a good time to throw it. And it is Petrovsky with time. He fires, and no one looked to see the football. Incomplete. Joe Burrow, 27 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So 12 less touchdowns than Brian Petrovsky, but a really good offense. I'm excited to see this matchup get underway. They start things with a run, a first down run for Joe Mixon out across the 45. Both teams really have their hands full trying to slow down two of the top running backs here in the franchise. So after the first down run, going empty for Burrow. And he throws it short. Caught out of bounds at the 48, Max Williams. Burrow on second down, fires complete to Jamar Chase, and he picks up another conversion. Burrow to the air on second down. This one's caught by Mixon. He turns up, outrunning Jason Quinton. And that is close to 20 yards and a first down. With Patrick McCarry coming out of the game now. Already a red zone trip. Burrow dumps underneath. It's a short pickup again for Williams. On second down, Burrow throws complete to Mixon, and he has it at the 5. Now on 1st and goal, flush to his left, Burrow forced to throw it away. We've got to get pressure. There's just too many receivers here to just win it with coverage. Burrow off the fake. He's going to fire this one out of bounds. And now a critical 3rd down. Cincinnati trying to capitalize on their first trip into the red zone. Here's 3rd and goal. Burrow throws. It's intercepted. It's Jabril Peppers. He's going the other way. Across the 40. And he's gone. That's going to be a pick 6. A 98-yard return. What a start. Just when it looked like the Bengals could strike first, Joe Burrow makes a huge mistake, capping off a terrific red zone sequence. That might even be a 100-yard return. Trying to give T. Higgins a chance to make a fantastic play. I tell ya, he's come a long way. Jabril Peppers, from being a running back in my Cleveland Browns franchise rebuild 4 years ago. Now he's making pick 6s in the Super Bowl. They just threw it to a lineman. It's Burrow on second down. Holt applies pressure as Chase makes the catch. Gain of 5. I like keeping Peppers in that slot role. He's just such a playmaker. 3rd and 5. They go across the middle now and get Williams. Mixon sweeping left. He's taken down immediately, and that is Leonard Williams. Bengals running a ton of plays here in the first quarter, and Burrow completes again. Max Williams covering tight ends. It's just difficult here in the world of Madden. Always has been. Used to be even worse, honestly. 1st and 10 for Joe Burrow. Again over the middle. Now Higgins is open. 3rd and short. Here in Giants territory. They're not going to get it. And it's Dexter Lawrence. Big play on 3rd and 1. They should probably go for it here, and they will. They're going 3 receivers, top of your screen. This is another big moment for Cincinnati. And Burrow outside has his man Tyler Boyd. Thought he had his first receiver there on that side, but he waited a bit longer. Running left here and nowhere to go. Excellent defense. Bengals go bunch on second down. Here's Burrow under pressure. He gets it out to Max Williams yet again. So we are taking away a lot of the downfield throws, it appears, and we're forcing them to go underneath. We're not blitzing a ton. Looks like we're playing a lot of cover two, and almost intercepted there by Kendricks. And on this fourth down, they're just going to kick. But we're contesting enough of these plays as we almost blocked the field goal. I feel really good about how the defense has opened this game. I'm not even sure how I feel about our offense because we've run 3 plays. So let's give our defense a breather now. It's 7-3. Defense already put points on the board. We're winning. First quarter winding down. Barkley's 4th carry is a good one and a first down. Well, it should have been, but 3rd and inches. Running our 7th play here. It's Petrovsky throwing complete. Thankfully, as Trey Hendrickson is shaken up now, that could be big. We ran 6 plays in the first quarter. The Bengals ran 22 plays. But now trying to establish this drive. Barkley to the right. Slowed down again. On the carry, Barkley takes it left, and he picks up maybe 6. But we're not running like we did back in the NFC Championship. It's a little more difficult. And now 3rd and short, running again. First down, Barkley. On first down, lobbing downfield. This is well out of bounds, and Johnson was not open. Not sure about that one there from Petrovsky. 2nd and 10. On the short drop, he completes the pass to Michael Thomas. Getting into good 3rd downs today. We need 2, and we get it! Juwan Johnson! Defender there was so close to knocking that away. I think that was Bradfield. Let's see just how close this was. I like going empty here on 3rd and short. And yeah, just a little bit behind him. But defenders have been behind Juwan Johnson all season long. He's had an incredible year. Not many have been able to shut him down. Got some motion here with Stallworth. Don't think anybody bit on the fake to him. And there's Rayshawn Graham. Number 17. Red zone trip for the offense. Petrovsky can't dump it to Johnson. He fires to the end zone. It's Tony. Check the penalty. He broke open. Nobody went with him. Is this a roughing? It is a roughing the passer call against Shaquem Griffin. And that means the touchdown will stand. This was just an improv play. Everybody's route was over. He runs a slant, actually, from the left side of your screen all the way to the right. Never stops. But no one was able to identify that and stay with him. I'm guessing that number 21 should have. What'd they play there? Yeah, that was probably his assignment. We've won big in our first 2 playoff games. Is it going to happen again here in the Super Bowl? Bengals take over, and they got to get the touchdown here. This is a similar situation where we saw the Panthers. We were up, I think, by the same score, and then they got an interception and the deep touchdown to Robbie Anderson. At the 27, it's Burrow with a collapsing pocket. He's sacked by Pope. Just pushed him back right in the face of Burrow, and now it's 3rd and 16. And they haven't really tried to go over the top. They won't here. Underneath, Williams stopped. Are the Bengals going to let us run away with this Super Bowl? We take over. Play fake Petrovsky. A lot of time. And he'll throw it fading away. Single coverage and caught by Graham. That's why we drafted him, for plays like that. And honestly, he hasn't been a great downfield receiver for most of his career. But here in the Super Bowl, you never know who's going to elevate. He could have a Chris Matthews kind of game. And that was, you know, the kind of thing Chris Matthews was doing in that Super Bowl. We're going empty on first down. Petrovsky gets it away. Back corner. It's caught. Touchdown. Jawan Johnson. He threw that just in time. This team is so special. It's unbelievable how many areas of this team you could call a strength. Pretty much all of them. It's not a team that makes a ton of mistakes. It's a team that always goes above and beyond to make the big plays. 14-yard touchdown there. That was awesome, and it's 21-3. I don't think I ever thought that we could go on a playoff run quite like this one has been. Pressure again on Burrow, and he will have it for about 10. But we're already looking at Cincinnati playing catch-up in a big way. 21-3. Setting up the screen for Mixon. Well defended by Peppers. Burrow had to rush that throw, and he does get it to Max Williams. He's already thrown 20 times. Joe Burrow might set a record for pass attempts in a Super Bowl here. Off the play fake on third down. He's going down. There was no escaping. Ojulari and Holt combine. Oh, Kazir White got hurt. He is going to head into the locker room here, it appears. And that means he might not return to this game. And we take over. 3 minutes to go in the first half. We're going play fake with Petrovsky again. Throwing to Barkley, who hasn't been as involved in this game. He's a big reason why we've gotten to this point. But with the way the score is looking, he should get his chances. Play fake. Petrovsky missed, and I don't think that came out of his hand cleanly there. That was a weird animation. Third down and 4 with Thomas slot left. Petrovsky's got a pocket. He steps up and then throws it away. They covered for a long time. That's a big stop. I hyped up this offense coming into the game, but they just haven't been able to throw like you probably expected. They're so good on offense. It was hard to see the game starting out quite like this. And I think on some of these throws, if Burrow's not finding one of these 3 star receivers, we're going to watch some replays to see how we're taking everybody away. 2nd and 8 now. Boyd underneath. We're a good tackling team too. I mean, we're just good at everything. This version of this team is 3rd and 2. Underneath for Mixon. If they make it a 2-score game going into halftime, things do get more interesting, and they would get the ball coming out of half. Burrow to the sideline. It's knocked away from Williams. He's already been targeted like 10 times. Here's a big 3rd and 10. Gotta have it. Burrow has time and delivers to T. Higgins. That time they actually blocked pretty well for him. Only 2 catches on the day, though, for Higgins, as Burrow gets it away just in time. And the Bengals have 1 timeout remaining. Jamar Chase is top of your screen, by the way, matched up with Adoree Jackson. And Burrow doesn't have the time. He's sacked by Antonio Golson. Clock will run to 30 seconds. And it's 3rd and 7. Burrow, he will have time to fire deep, and it's overthrown. He couldn't give Chase a chance. Wow, if you just give him a 50-50 there, he's probably coming down with it. He had good positioning and everything. But it looks like we're going to have a 21-3 game then going into half. Just avoid the safety. That was a really good punt. And we will avoid the safety. Barkley out to the 14. Let's go to halftime. 21-3. It all began with the pick six. And you know, against this defense, you're probably going to have some limited opportunities. And the Bengals, that's a 14-point swing there. I mean, they could have scored a touchdown versus us getting the pick six. And that's a tough one to overcome. Matt Nagy has not called the game that's going to get the Bengals back in it. What does the second half bring our way? This is like a must-score drive for Cincinnati. Oh, what a hit by Peppers! I don't even know why he's playing special teams. Draw play, and we have not seen much of Joe Mixon. But 9 carries, 21 yards, trailing by 18. I don't expect to see a lot of him here in the second half. Maybe as a receiver, as T. Higgins makes the catch, and it's 3rd and short. They run it to the right, and will have it. Burrow completes the pass on first down to Tyler Boyd. But Jamar Chase has been very quiet in this game. Only a couple of targets. And Burrow missed one pretty badly. On this first down, wide open is T. Higgins. He flies down the sideline to the Giants' 27. They're about to run their 41st play of the day. With Burrow getting it out underneath. There goes Mixon. Linebackers can't cover it. Kendricks hasn't been able to do it. Quinton hasn't. He might be one of the keys to getting them back in this game. Trade those dump-offs to Max Williams to dump-offs to Joe Mixon. Now they fake it to Chase, and they're lucky this didn't lose more. Out of the eye. Running ahead. Mixon runs it left and picks up 6. Not bad. But now 3rd and goal. I said this was a must-score drive, and I meant touchdown. Burrow throws it quick, and he's wide open. Touchdown. I don't think we had enough defenders in coverage there. So the Bengals get exactly what they needed there, and we'll see how the defense follows it up after a 9-play touchdown drive. Well, you bring both safeties down here. I don't think we should run on this play. Throw it over the top. Oh, man. Barkley takes it left and is upended. That was an opportunity to audible and do something else. Where'd that Peyton Manning AI go? Who ripped that out? 2nd and 6. It's Barkley, left side, and he breaks a tackle, and another one into the secondary. 30 yards on the run for Barkley. Just like that, 10 carries, 80 yards. It's only a matter of time. And he will sub out for Ruben Knight on 1st and 10. Petrovsky dumps it to him for 3. Cincinnati needs 3rd down stops. 3rd and 6. And the pass is open. Tony inside the 20. Again, that's a slant working from the left side of the field to the right. You have to get pressure. Petrovsky on 2nd down has Johnson. And that only gets a couple. Big 3rd down. Field goal still keeps it a 2-score game. Thomas slot right. Tony at the top. Petrovsky's got time, and touchdown! Rayshawn Graham. There's just too much. If you can't get pressure on Brian Petrovsky, he's going to pick you apart. 3 players have caught touchdowns today. None of them are Michael Thomas. How about the routes? He's like our 3rd or 4th best receiver. And that's what he's doing out there against their best corner, Mike Hilton. Burrow is throwing the ball 60 times today. What's he at right now? It's an 18-point game. They do run it with Mixon, and we're all over it. Might be the last time he carries for a while. 2nd and 10 for Joe Burrow, and that was awkward on his 33rd pass attempt. Maybe 60 is a little more than he will get to, but we're going to see Burrow throw it here the rest of the way, and that's Chase. And I think you have to go for it here. What would Brandon Staley do? He'd run it up the gut. But this is just not where they're willing to try it on 4th and 1. I just simmed a throw. It was to Nelson Galloway. I can't believe I missed that. He's in the game here. Throw it to him again. That's what Clint Kubiak would do. You get a big play with Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, gain of 28 yards. What do you do on 1st down? Tight end screen or check down to C.J. Ham? I don't know why I'm still complaining about the Vikings. It's over. 1st down, Saquon Barkley. We're on our way to the 4th quarter. It's been all New York, not just in the Super Bowl, not just the playoffs, but all season long we've been the team to beat. Barkley on 2nd and 12 will pick up 3 yards, and here is Cincinnati's chance. 3rd and 9. Do it for Joe Judge. Bring in everybody and call the QB sneak. We don't do that here. Barkley will almost get it. I'm almost surprised we didn't try a fake punt there. Cincinnati will have it at the 16-yard line. They're down basically 3 touchdowns is what they need. They need 3 more touchdowns than we get in this quarter. And it's Joe Burrow from the 16, free rusher. Caught though, and Mixon has 1. That was better off dropped. 1 yard is not worth the 30-40 seconds for them right now. Better protection, kind of. Burrow is sacked again. Lawrence the first one there. Golson cleans up. 3rd and 22 yards. They may have to run it here. They don't. Burrow long. It's knocked away. Can't believe that's their first real deep pass attempt. And they can't go for it here. I mean, that's ridiculous. I can't believe how good this team is. This is one of the best teams I've built in quite some time. I would say this is better than every team I built with the Texans. There are some Buccaneers teams. It's not all fresh in my memory, but I know what some of those teams had, some of the key players. Where this team, I think, surpasses a lot of my other championship teams is with just the overall depth of the team, and not necessarily the backups. I know that's what you usually mean when you talk about depth, and we have some good backups, but it's just, maybe it's just the more completeness of the team. We can run, and we can run it down, you throw it. But we can also throw for 400 yards if we need to. We've got one of the best run defenses, playmakers in the secondary. We can sack you 6 times. We can pick you off 4 times. And we got Justin Tucker, who's about to hit this from 60. And all this, partially thanks to a rookie quarterback contract. That kick is good. When I started this series, and it wasn't that long ago, just a couple of months, you never knew what any game was going to be. Remember that game against Dallas? We won like 54-0. That wasn't like a sign of things to come or anything. We've had games that made absolutely no sense, and we go back and forth between being a dominant team and a team trying to pick top 5. The inconsistency in the beginning of this series had me wondering if this would be a little more difficult, if there's more randomness involved. But for whatever reason, we have conquered a lot of that variance, and now this team is incredibly consistent. A fumble forced by Jabril Peppers, and we take over again. Up 21. When's the last time I had a playoff run this dominant, though? It looks like we're going to have 3 multi-score wins as the number 1 seed. And that's as dominant as it gets. Although the Super Bowl we played in the Texans franchise ended up being a very dominant game as well. After a Justin Tucker field goal, it's 34-10. It's not getting any easier for Joe Burrow as he loses the football and we take over again. Back-to-back fumble recoveries. I don't know how easy it's going to be to keep this team together, but this is just an awesome, awesome team. Quick pass, it's Michael Thomas. I think the most surprising thing about this year is that we didn't need him to be the number 1 guy on offense at all. It's been a team effort all year. That's broken up for Tony. And even here in the Super Bowl, he just caught a second pass. I thought that signing Michael Thomas as we go fake field goal on brand, and it's incomplete. Oh, you knew we had to break it out at some point. But back to Michael Thomas. He's just been very good when we've involved him, but we haven't involved him a lot. I mean, he had 1,000 yards. He had a little bit more than Juwan Johnson did. It's just incredible to me that we didn't need him more than this. 2.5 minutes to go. This game is just about done. And Burrow is not getting to 60 passes. They haven't had the ball long enough. They haven't had those like quick 10-play drives where not much time comes off the clock, but you get like 10 throws in there. That's what I expected because they were just dumping it off to Max Williams all the time. Thought they'd have a few drives like that. I talked about the magic number being 17. No one's eclipsed that in quite some time. I don't think Cincinnati's doing it, but it would be interesting if they also scored 17 points. Burrow says, I agree. Caught by Chase at the 20. There's the big play. Their first one. From the 18, Burrow fires to the end zone. Leaping. Touchdown. T. Higgins. Just jumping up in front of Adoree Jackson. Great catch. And here we are. Bengals scoring 17. Oh, they went for 2. 18. They did it. The Bengals scored more than 17 points. We'll run our final plays of the Super Bowl right here. It's Saquon Barkley up the right side, and they'll call their second timeout. Barkley to the left, it's a first down, and that will just about do it. We have to run 2 more plays, apparently. And here we are, everybody. We have done it. The New York Giants are going to win the Super Bowl, our first of the franchise, and it comes a lot earlier than we tend to see in these rebuilds. You never know. I mean, we've had some surprising teams go on runs, and dominant teams get bounced in the first round between all my franchise rebuilds I've done. But this is one of the most dominant teams in quite some time. The Lombardi returns with the New York Giants. Ryan Petrovsky was the quarterback to help us get it done, but this was a true team effort. Offense, defense, special teams. I don't know that I've had a team more complete on this channel. They still show the Super Bowl MVP. I want to know. Who would it be? Petrovsky had 3 touchdown passes. I could see it being him. And that's how it's done. Only 22 pass attempts for Brian Petrovsky, but 3 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, 119 yards. Signing him was absolutely the right call for this team. Our leading receiver was Rashawn Graham. He had that big catch earlier in the game, and then the touchdown. They got no sacks. We had, looks like 5. And 1 pick 6, Jabril Peppers. Where do we go from here with the New York Giants? Of course, we're trying to do this all over again and create a consistent winning team. But there will be challenges this offseason to trying to keep this team together. And you never know what new players will be called upon to get some real playing time. We have a lot of upgrades here for some of the practice squad players, and Josh Meadows, you know, could be getting closer to having a chance to be the backup to Jawan Johnson. Who knows what stories are still waiting for us for the future of this franchise. It's about more than the Super Bowl, but you want to make sure you get at least one of those, and we've gotten that taken care of with this fantastic team right here. We do have some key free agents here. Michael Thomas is set to be a free agent. I forget about Teron Armstead. He might. Kadarius Toney wants a new deal. On defense, I know Leonard Williams will have his deal up. James Bradbury as well. I forget everybody that's going to be a free agent. Of course, Azeez Ojulari. He might be making, $20 million next season. And that's 10 times what he had this year as a cap number. 3 years, $5 million. There you go, Russ Watson. As always, thank you for supporting this series. It's so much more fun because of how excited you all get for the episodes and the interaction in the comments, and just creates a really, really fun experience. That's why I just never get sick of franchise. I don't think it can happen when I'm having a good time like this. So, we will be back soon with an off season. It feels like it's been a while because I played so many games here, went through so many, and really took our time during what was a great season. So now we have the challenges of an off season ahead of us. What players leave, what new players join the team, and can we run it back for our second Super Bowl title? With that, everybody, I'm done for today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts down below in the comments. And I'll be back again soon. Have a great day.